meantime, where we're at is more so the way Phoenix and the Phoenix metro area has grown exponentially over the years. We're at a point where there's literally thousands of houses here that were built approximately 30 years ago that it's time
right.
that they need re-roofed, okay?
Okay.
So even though we don't have whole areas that are, hailed out, we do have whole communities that are aged out.
Right.
We've got like a neighborhood where the houses they're all 30 years old. We've done probably, we've done probably 20 houses out there already, and there's probably about, I would guess, about 500 houses in the neighborhood.
Yeah, so we've got a ability for a lot of referrals.
Right.
Probably the biggest difference is the clients are paying 100% by themselves. They don't
right.
have an insurance. They're not just worried about their deductible. But
right.
Regardless, the process is somewhat similar. You've got to, convince them that they want you to do the roof and close the sale.
Right. Okay, so here's really what needs to happen then. Let's say you guys could buy a training for a carpet company that they sell carpeting, all right? If they have a good turnkey sales system, you can take that and all you have to do is replace the scripts that don't fit. Okay, so we're not talking about carpet or we're not talking about hail damage and insurance, but we're talking about the other value propositions that come with the situation that you guys are in with a neighborhood with 30-year-old roofs. So the first thing is, do you guys have any effective scripts that you've put together for this particular situation?
And I've been writing that for the last 12 weeks, basically, just
okay.
Based on going out on 30 calls. I kind of recorded those and then just put them into scripts, 8 steps of the sale, if you will. So, yeah, I have that.
And if you don't mind, can we brainstorm on that for a minute? Because I'd like to help you guys with this if I can.
Yeah.
So one question, so basically right now, what is your value proposition? What's your pitch to these families? What are you saying basically? It's what are the reasons we're creating need and urgency and things like that?
Yeah, it basically comes down to the fact that their roofs are starting to leak and give way, and they're starting to break down, and so that's the value proposition is giving. Correct me if I'm not wrong, Jeff. Jeff's been here. I've been here with the company for 14 weeks. Jeff's been here 40 years, so he's got a little more experience. But the value proposition is essentially that. It's just that their neighbors are getting it, and then their houses are old, and so their roofs are failing, and they're gonna just get more and more leaks. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I see that in your scripts, and we use that as well.
Yeah, it's an item that they're at a point where it has to be done.
Okay.
And that's our major proposition.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so then what if somebody says to you, well, our roof, we don't have any leaks?
Yeah, that's a good point too.
So what happens then?
Well, I think then it's a matter of education that these roofs are have a design life expectancy of this.
Okay. Yep.
Here's what you can expect. I'm very glad that you don't have any leaks right now, but generally, we'll go up on the roof and pull some tiles and take a couple photos of their existing underlayment, which is looking terrible.
Yeah.
And show them, not just try to talk them into it, but we'll do an assessment and show them why this is the time, why they need to consider this now before their ceiling falls in someplace.
Okay, so then let's go further with that. Okay, so when you're approaching people with what you just told me, you're saying, look, the roofs are old, they're breaking down, they might be leaking, your neighbors are doing it. This is happening by referral, but are you still going up to their door and saying, hey, Jane and John sent me over, or are you calling these people? What's going on? How are you delivering this pitch right now?
Well, the plan is Rebecca, we're not doing any of that right now. We're developing that, but I mean, it makes sense to us that, if we are re-roofing this house in this neighborhood, then probably all of the homes in the neighborhood need re-roofed.
So here's what I would do. What I would do is, first and foremost, this is an option. Go visit the HOA. See if you can get a meeting with the HOA, or you can sit in on the next HOA meeting and basically go in, just explain your company and say, hey, you know, we noticed that this particular neighborhood, most of these houses have the original roof on them and they've been around for 30 years. And the average, you know, so we'd love to come and offer your homeowners a free inspection. And so maybe you get involved that way, and then they send out an email or a mailer. It's got your faces on it and everything. These are the guys that are going to become visiting our homeowners, you know, this month. Be on the lookout for Jeff, David, and Adam, okay? Then furthermore, what I'd be doing is I would be door knocking, and I'd go around and say, knock, knock, knock. Hey, Mrs. Jones, really sorry to knock on your door. I don't know if you noticed in your HOA update for the month, but we got sent out here to kind of start doing some free inspections for the neighbors. These houses have all been out here for about 30 years now, if you can believe it. And you might not have lived in this house for 30 full years, but most of them have the original roof on them. And the average roof has a 25 to 30 year life expectancy. So we're getting pretty close to the end here. You know, we've had a couple people report that they've got some leaks happening and things are just breaking down. And furthermore, you know, the warranty is out on the roof. So if anything happens, there's no material warranty left on it. And the worst part about it is insurance no longer covers a roof that's expired, for lack of better terms, right? Because they don't.
Right.
Insurance comes out, and if they do an inspection and they go, this roof is shot, they don't even cover that anymore. And that's a pretty big problem, because if anything happens to your roof, it's not just your roof now. It's your roof, your drywall, your decking. It could be your floors, your carpets. It's a pretty big deal. It protects everything underneath. So your roof might be fine. We don't know. But that's why we're doing some free inspections for the neighbors. We just want to hit every house that's reaching 30 years old. We're going to be back here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week doing this street and the next street over. Would you like your free inspection at like 5 o'clock, or would 6 o'clock work better for you guys? And then what they're going to do is they're going to ask you more questions, okay? So if you think they're just going to go, oh, 6 o'clock is great, they're not. But we've already planted the seed. It's happening anyway. And then they go, well, but I think our roof is fine, or my husband looked at it and he said everything. It's like, absolutely, Mrs. Jones, and we totally get that. We figure it's better safe than sorry. You know, the HOA is sending us out here to kind of take a look for everybody. In worst case scenario, if you don't have anything up there, like, we're not going to sell you a roof if you don't need it, but we are going to take pictures. And, you know, Jane and John's roof, just 3 houses down, I've done their inspection already, and take a look at their underlayment. You show them a couple pictures, and by the way, this could be a roof that's 5 blocks away or 5 miles away. It doesn't matter. Then you go, you know, this stuff is pretty much rotting out, and there's really no way to know until it's too late. So we'll hop up there, take some pictures for you. If there's anything wrong, we're going to come down and just show you what's going on so you can decide what you want to do next. So does 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock on Tuesday work best for you guys?
Yeah. Right. And I thought you sent that script out like last week, which is awesome. So that's good for canvassing. And HOA, I don't know if we have HOA in those neighborhoods. We do. We may or may not have, but
even if there's not, no big deal. There would just be like another thing, like another little bonus to be able to throw in there. Yeah. But even if there's not, you know, and from a referral perspective, the approach is almost exactly the same. You call them up and you're like, you know, hey, Miranda, my name's David. I hate to throw you off here. You don't know me, but, you know, your friend Mary had me give you a call. And they actually live, as you know, you guys only live a couple houses down, and your house is the same age. I actually came over and did an inspection for them. They were having some problems with their roof. Turns out the houses in this neighborhood are all like 30 years old, and they have the original roof on them. And roofs expire, basically. Their warranty expires in 25 to 30 years. And after that, you know, your insurance doesn't cover it anymore. And, you know, that's when you can start getting problems, and nobody wants to deal with that. So we're actually going to be doing some free inspections out here for all the neighbors, just because of the age of the roofs out here. But Miranda wanted me to give you a call, or Mary, whatever I just said. Mary wanted me to give you a call. She said better safe than sorry. She wanted you guys to make sure that you were good to go too. If I don't find anything, I'll just come down and let you know. It's a free inspection. It's not really that big of a deal. But if it's looking bad like Mary's was, I'm going to take pictures. I'll come down and I'll show you guys what's going on up there so we can talk about what you might want to do next. And then you ask for 2 times again. Does Thursday at 3:30 or 4:30 work better for you guys?